Hello everyone, my name is Dominona and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I actually don't have any boss fights ready yet, which is kind of annoying. But I guess that does give me the opportunity to maybe show off some people who I don't use very much. Like the Abomination and the Antiquitarian. Bertrand or Thorold? You hate beasts, and we're going to the Warrens, so that's a sort of beast place, right? Fear of mankind, claustrophobia. You don't like the Walled, so Walled, whatever. You don't like the Warrens, so okay, we'll bring Bertrand. And how the hell do you say that? Cornelius. I can also bring Bozzard or Macy or Gaga. Actually, I'll bring Macy. You work well from... Yeah, you can work okay from here. Oh, whoops. Bertrand. You can work okay from there, therefore Macy can go here. And you'll be fine. Good. You have some trinkets. You have some trinkets. You do not have any trinkets. We should give you some trinkets. Ranged. You are mostly a ranged dude. So we'll give you a bit of a damage buff. Plus, there should be like a beast hating... Yeah, there you go. Beast Slayer's ring. And Macy. What else have we got in here? Blight is my general prefer. I don't think I have any high-level Plague Doctors. I think I had one, but they died somewhere. On camera, possibly, possibly not. I forget, it's been a while. Sometimes you just misplace people, you know. I have a big roster of people here, okay? I can't be expected to take care of all of them, okay? I'm not Vince McMahon. You know, because he does a great job of taking care of all of his talent. I know, I could give you this, but if you die, if this goes tits up, like, then I've lost that. But you are my best Plague Doctor, and if this goes tits up, you'll be dead anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Okay. Yeah, we'll give you that. You have great Blight skill charts, so that should be fine. This is medium, so it's fine. It's in the Warrens, so a bit of anti-venom wouldn't go amiss. Shovels. Shovels are costly, but, like, I think the cost of not having a shovel when you need one is probably much, much worse. And that should do for torches. Given that I can rest. I don't need to be as careful because this isn't a boss fight. This is just a medium challenge. Wander through the Warrens to kill the warthogs. Yeah, nailed it. Boars, pigs, warthogs. They're all basically the same. You know what I mean. Piggy and gross. And carrying butcher's hooks.
They breed quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
Perhaps we can. Maybe. Who knows?
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Yeah. Dinner cart? No, I don't think so. Maybe I'll avoid dinner. So, the Antiquitarian is a strange support character. Because, ow, fucking hell. Who had the time to build that?
Find no clemency in this place.
Carelessness will find no clemency. How was I careless, okay? If I would be careless if I saw it and then went, whoops, I fucking tripped and just stabbed my eyeball right into the saw blade. But that's not what happened, is it, you old bastard? Alright, we're completing room battles, so I can ignore stray stuff. I really like the Abomination. I wish I could use him more, but since, like, the majority of my healers are Vestals, and Vestals... goodness, excuse me. Vestals and Crusaders won't hang out with the Abominations because they're so tainted and cursed for reasons. Yeah, I'm really angry. How are you doing? So yeah, they're interesting. But the Antiquitarian can buff everyone's dodge to rather hilarious levels, which is quite fun. We'll blight the back and we'll grab the front and we'll grape shot everything. No, we won't grape shot. Let's just see if we can get rid of you because you're a pain in the ass when you're, like, in the mood. Ow. I like how I said this guy's mostly ranged and then the very first thing I did with him was use his melee. Oh good, the ague, the ag, the ague, I don't know what that is. You're covered in blight. Ow. Everybody else dodged that sound somehow. Ow. I like how our abomination dude is like, he's not like a werewolf, he's like a fucking like antelope almost.
Their formation
Wow.
is broken.
That was savage.
The offensive.
You are dying of blight, but you won't die in your next go. Dodge. So yeah, that's what's cool about the Antiquitarian, is that shit. I'll see if I can grape shot, and that should put everyone else on notice. You actually might as well just throw out a bit of a heal. They're not very good healers, Antiquitarians, but
by inches.
like I'm really not actually sure what sort of role they're supposed to fill, but they
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
but they get in there.
blossoms.
So the deal with the abomination is he heals whenever he goes back to human, and you don't have to make him rage out in order to do useful things, but it's like his beast mode is way stronger. Like he gets like a flat damage. Ooh, nice dodge. He gets like a flat damage buff in there somewheres. But he's got like sort of a more support kind of stuff in his usual one. And like he can try, like he's got a stun in there, and he's got the ability to blight, because apparently being infected with bestial shit means that you can vomit at will. Whatever. But like he's good, but since the I don't have any holy stuff, so fuck it. Oh, hello. Surprise! Yeah, not nearly as surprised as I was the first time I saw one of you guys. So while he's like this, he can heal and he can de-stress himself, but every time he freaks out, everybody else gets a bit of stress. I could do that, or I could slam. No. Rage. Like, if you use Rake over and over, it gets a damage buff, so since Rake only hits 2, like maybe we'll focus on that for now, and try and get my ranged guys to break down this chode. But the Antiquitarian, if you just spam dodge, is actually really, really quite useful.
Great is the
Wow,
weapon
slaughtered.
that cuts on its own.
Great is the weapon that cuts its own. Nice dodge. Because you can just stack the dodge to fucking ridiculous levels and then be like, well, you can't stack it super high, but you can stack it to like 27, so like it's by no means a small amount. Like I'll never claim to know like every in and out of like what good combinations are with this or anything like that, but you know, I think I get the gist of it by now. At the very least, I'm doing alright, I think. Yeah, I've killed most of the bosses. I encountered a shambling horror at some point, which I think is the first boss of the actual darkest dungeon part. That was very interesting. Yeah, his blight resist is impossibly high, so that's never going to happen. Might as well heal for now.
Prodigious
Kablam.
size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Boy, does it not. Ooh, a rare antique. How delightful. Is there going to be a fight in here? If there is, then we're lucky. Yep. Why were we lucky? Because we didn't do all the room battles and I couldn't see what was in here when I got here. Blight grenades, do it. Wow, their blight resistance is also fucking huge. Great. You know, it might have been a mistake to bring the Plague Doctor to the Warrens. I don't know if everything down here is innately resilient to blight, but
Annihilated.
who can say, really?
Eradicated.
Annihilated, eradicated. Are you about to drop a sick mixtape, my friend? Yeah, we can pray that's the Mark 1. So, we should try and farm up the blight. Hey, your blight nailed. So he also gets more stress like the longer he spends in beast mode. Fuck it, rage does shit tons of damage, might as well stay on that. If I buff everybody, like, because the Antiquitarian can also do this, which forces a guard on someone else. Like, if you know the Man-at-Arms has the ability to protect another player, well, the Antiquitarian has the ability to force another player to protect her. Because she's a selfish cow, but, you know, whatever works. It'll give you a bit of dodge, but also some prot, so since he's marked, it might not be a bad idea. Q, it's something going fucking horribly wrong, but, you know, live and learn. Ow, fuck. That was painful. Tentacle devour.
A
Wow.
victory. Perhaps the turning point.
A turning point in what? We haven't lost anything yet.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
On the off chance that I end up scouting like a sick-ass secret room, I would like to have that key on hand. Oh, fine. Again. Bloodthirsty. Replaced a witness. Great. So this nerd is constantly messing around with shit that he shouldn't be. Delightful. That's what I wanted. We can camp, so I think I will after this next room. You know, so far so good.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Sure is.
We require only the strength to follow it.
It's also really helpful, I find, to be careful with what... Wow. Oh no, I do have some more food. I thought I only had 4 there. To be careful with, or at least aware of your inventory space, and not in a like, oh look, bam, secret door right there. Going there now would require chucking out some shit, but there's also no obstacles in the way. Okay, you know what, yeah, I'll go back to the secret door. But what I was saying, the point I was going to get to is, like, you see, I just did the, you know, I just found a torch, so I burnt one. And, like, that's making the most, maximizing your... what's the right fucking word for it? Just maximizing your item space. Like, because you have a finite amount of stuff.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Yeah, I'll fucking say. That's 75,000 gold. No, not 75, Jesus Christ. 7,500 gold. 75,000, Jesus Christ. That would be insanity. But they each take up a whole space, so using that awareness. You know, use what you can. Be careful with the rest. Surprise, motherfucker. Yes, I saw you. Now his stress is sort of rising, but fortunately he's a powerhouse, so it's okay. Another one that bites the dust. I should try and remember that my Plague Doctor has a buff in there, so... Not useless to use. You are actually quite weak to bleed, but... Do more damage if I can mark, but I don't think I have anything that can. Oh well. Buff thyself with your sick damage. Yes, the horrible world of being stressed out. I do like the idea of just my little, like my sort of sad-looking dude with the big dumb A on his face, just freaking out and like grappling with this kind of thing, though. Also, the whole talk about maximizing the inventory space, I'm really trying to be like sort of helpful, really, because I have so much sort of going on in this shit at the in this game at the moment that
the greater the glory.
Yeah, I've kind of walked through the vast majority of it. So I would really like to be able to tell you something useful, but then making the most out of your inventory space is probably bloody obvious. But you know, just in case it isn't, I care. I want to see you succeed. I'd like to hear about how you succeeded, actually. If any of you play Darkest Dungeon, by all means, tell me like the best squad makeup for you in the comments. Oh boy. Again, though, I really do wish that I got more opportunity to use the Abomination, because I think he's a really cool character. Haha, there is an obstacle in the last place, but I kept all my shovels because I'm a genius. And since there's only that fight plus 2 on the way, now is a reasonable time as any. Let's see, Eldritch Blood, that's your like resistance thing. The Quickening, give yourself more speed. Nah. Gallows Humor. Unparalleled finesse. Now that's the melee one. I don't fine-tune my lower rank guys as much as the others. Clean guns is fine. Experimental vapors. Pep talk, encourage, resupply. Oh, yeah. Again, not a lot of really sort of individual ones in here. So let's have you buff up your ranged so that you can shoot everyone to death. And fuck it, we'll try your gallows humor. How many adventurers does it take to die in a pit? What's the punchline? Will you tell me? No. Yeah, 25% chance everyone gains stress. Whoops-a-daisy. Sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. If you could all, like, encourage... what's the hell's your name again? I think it's Wilbur. Our will is focused and clear. They are blinded by darkness. No, Arthur. Why did I think it was Wilbur? Wilbur. Arthur. Right, yes. Everybody, please encourage Arthur so that he doesn't freak out, turn around, and tear us all apart. Quaff this tonic. Quaff is a word they use a lot in this game. Quaffing fungi and quaffing tonic. Plenty of blood left to shed this day. Sleep calls will need our strength. Are we under attack? Nope. Good.
A blazing star is born.
So it is. I haven't heard that a million times already. Not that I don't appreciate the encouragement. Alright, so what's attacking me? Some assholes who were wandering around down here for... What were you wandering around down here for? I guess there's a fair amount of treasure. You cannot be faulted for wanting to find some goodies. See if I can stun you. I can. I'm great. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Everything else? No. Just buff dodge. Sick dodge. Well, I got one sick dodge, I'll take it.
Press
fuck you.
Advantage. Give them no quarter.
Hitting me with your bullshit. Ow, again. Why is this fucking giant fucking antelope man, like, untouchable? But fucking this dude, who is supposed to be a wily, quick-witted rogue, is constantly getting shanked in the ankles.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I am trying to destroy them all. So, you know, I am working on it. Ow.
Confidence surges.
Look, I destroyed them all.
Crumbles.
See, I do know what I'm doing, sort of.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Every time he's like, hey, feel good, and then he's like, feel bad, and I'm like, I do feel both of those things at once. Such is my life. Your stun chance is actually like shit, so it might be a good idea to just quickly like bomb you with my antiquarian and my what the hell? The highwayman. That's your class. That's what you are. You're a highwayman. You're highwayman. Smell what's in this thing. Smell this awful incense. Wow.
Obliterated.
Good lord. Outmatched. Yeah, I'll fucking say. You shot him so hard his bloody insides just rocketed out of the back of his ribcage and spattered on the wall 10 feet behind him. Because apparently you can do that. Sick buffs. Oh, the howls they are a-coming. You might actually go nuts by the end of this. Bang, you're resilient. You're also unholy and he's like stacked for undead. How? How did you dodge anything, you fucking chode? Damage buff. Let's try that. Oh, whoops-a-daisy, fucking clink the microphone. Sorry. Did not mean to. I was just getting hype. Oh, you're gonna go nuts. Are you gonna go nuts, or are you gonna, like, prove that you're a tough cookie? Tough cookie! Focused.
A moment of clarity.
Ill fortune will not deter me from my goal. Good job, Macy. You're the best. Even if you are nocturnal. Which seems like a terrible thing to be for somebody who... Oh, I don't know, if you had everybody who's nocturnal, that would be great.
There's no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Yeah, I've heard that one. Minor antiques, rare antiques, puzzling trapezohedrons, onyx, shovels. I need a shovel. But I can probably get through that last fight with whatever torchlight I get there with. You know, it's a little risky. I also like find it kind of funny how this episode is already longer than the boss fight one.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
They sure do. Oh, hello. The hulking swine tour. I do not like those things at all. I do not like them, Sam I am.
A singular strike.
That I like. I like that quite a bit. Hit your plague nade. Blight everybody up. I want as much dodge as possible. Your job is now stack dodge on everything.
Destroy.
Nice. I'm glad that you went away quickly. Uh-oh. Ow, clonk. Stun? No, nice job. Focused. Uh-oh. Ah, fucking god.
Cannot be left unanswered.
That's why I wanted more dodge. Just buff dodge, stay buff dodge. And we'll do what we can about destroying this motherfucker.
Devastating blow.
Yeah, crit for crit, bitch. How'd you like that shit? You need to die, so let's blight you up and then shoot you. You'll blight to death inside 2 turns, because it's 5 damage, and that'll work, but even better, you'll die in your next go now. Thank goodness that worked. Dodge, sick. So he needs, I believe he needs space to do his best move, so it would not be a bad idea to try and hopefully destroy this corpse real quick. But I probably can't, so gonna have to just stack more dodge and hope for the best. Hey, decided to go for the front. Oh, bloody hell. Oh shit.
And despondence.
Yeah, that's what happens.
For heroism or cowardice.
But we're too good, so it's fine.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Yeah, well, so far their resistance has fallen before me.
Their confidence is shaken.
Yes, I've shaken the confidence of the horrifying pigmen monsters, because, you know, that's where you gotta hit them. Their weak point is in their self-image, okay? You upset their confidence, that's when you win. Not when you put, like, so many arrows into their heads that they become hedgehogs instead of hogs. I'm funny, okay? Laugh. No, I'm not. Oh, well, fucking A. Nailed it. Did it. Hopefully, we've unlocked some more bosses so I can do those next time.
Back across the Styx. Boatmen be damned.
Fitzroy. I think yeah, like, by hateful curse or malign miracle, it seems even death may be defied in this damnable place. One of these soldiers can be returned to the land of the living. And it's either Port Fitzroy or Runeville. Oh shit, yo, Runeville was one of my best. He's fucking sick levels. But at the same time, like, when you bring them back from the dead, you have to unlock all their shit again, level them back up. Well, level their stuff back up. Like, you were level 5. Fitzroy, you were only level 2, and fucking Port, you're level fucking 1. Who cares about you guys? Yeah, you guys are sort of trash, but at the same time, I already have, like, so many... Like, I have a pretty good batch of, like, top-tier talent here. You know. I don't know. If I'm bringing one of you back to life, then I might as well throw one of the dudes that I never use out of the bottom of this.
The task ahead is terrible, and weakness cannot be tolerated.
And bring Runeville back to life. Alright then. Many diseases were cured, stress happened, blah blah blah. But yeah, we're good. Thank you, Holy Graveyard. Alright, awesome. Mission complete, stuff done. I will try to endeavor to see that bosses are unlocked, so I can do... Because I do want to finish... Ideally, I would like to finish Darkest Dungeon in its entirety for the channel, but, you know, given the kind of game that it is, it's a bit of a slow process, which is why I've tried to restrict the videos at the moment on it to the boss fights. But, you know, since I had one around and I do need videos to be around, I included that last one. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.